Okay, this is Mitchell Elf, Honeybees Center 3.
Hello, elf people. This is a bee hat, and you're going to be able to show the kids all kinds of bee things for beekeepers to do with Center 3. So in the interest of me to be able to read my notes and see all my products, I'm going to take this off. But be sure and let the kids try this on with care if they'd like to and see what it feels like to wear a bee hat. I'll cover it in more detail at the end of this unit. Whew. Huh. All right, so Center 3, here's our materials for Center 3. What I would start with is one of the books. And this unit is all about beekeeping and honey production. So this was one that was for sure recommended, The Bee Man. But also learning about bees from Mr. Krebs was good. So you definitely want to come in a few minutes early and read through these and pick out some key points, maybe stick a sticky note on pages you like. Then we have a plethora of handouts. This one talks about map of honeybee pollination. So it talks about which different kinds of plants that the bees really pollinate. Honeybees pollinate crops in all 50 states, but this map highlights the major crop producing states where honeybee pollination is highest. So that's that. And then we have this little handout, the history of honey, our little laminated sheet. Again, you can read these beforehand and get information about what you think the kids will be most fascinated with. Here's another paper thing to look at, beekeeping. So this talks all about bees and the suit that they wear, the hives, and here's even a little bee stinging somebody. And it talks about the process of beekeeping. Let's see here, what else do we have? As you talked about in the previous center about the shapes of honeycombs and the shape of beehives, we have a hexagon plate, and you can see the designs of nature kind of throughout, but also bees use hexagons. So snowflakes, soap bubbles, we've got honeycombs and wasp nets, and even on pineapples there's hexagons. That's the most compact space to make efficient. Easy to say.
Structures.
Efficient structures. Yeah, you're having a rough day today. All right, so we also have these other ones that will be laminated. These are just more information about honey, beekeeping, and the importance of bees, and what makes up a hive. So those will be laminated in there as well. Then, along with what it takes to be a beekeeper, there's many threats to beekeeping, and many kids have maybe heard about that. And so there's a lot of amateur beekeeping popping up. I will be one of those after this session of ELF. I have my own bee hat, as you already saw, but we're going to hopefully grow some of our own bees at the Savage House. So once you go through all that boring old paper stuff, then you can certainly bring in the beehive, or you'll have it sitting there, but let the kids kind of explore it a little bit. We have the hat. It's very large. With the screen around it. You can tell the kids about the suit and the things to note about the suit. This is a huge, giant suit, but 62 kids could fit in there, but the important things to note on the suit, it's got a zip-on to zip on the bee hood, and the sleeves have elastic. I know beekeepers also wear gloves and tape those on. And then at the feet, they also have elastic, Velcro, and a zipper, so you can get it on and off easily with your boots. So a bee suit is kind of specialized to protect the beekeeper. It's also white, and the reason it's white is because a lot of predators of bees are black, like a bear. So they wear white, beekeepers wear white, because it's not as threatening to the bees. The other thing we have for the kids to look at, I would really like you to be careful with this, is a smoker. And the beekeepers use the smoker to kind of neutralize the bees. It kind of puts them in a little bit of a dormant state and makes them not so frenzied. So they can definitely take a peek at that and talk about the smoker. And then on the ELF shelf, we'll have a hive for the kids to look at. It's very heavy. I wouldn't really want the kids touching this too much, but it's got several layers here. And it smells kind of good like beeswax. And then inside are the frames. Some are more used than others.
Oh, great. There's another rate. I got the rate.
And so this is just to demonstrate. Now this beehive of mine will sit on a stand, so there's no bottom to it, but normally there's a bottom as well. So they can kind of look at it and smell it and see how dirty and gross it is and how cool it is, but it's got bits of beeswax all over the place. And these sheets that are in there, I think you buy, I haven't researched how to make honey yet, but I think you buy these sheets just like we use for the candles, place them in there, and then the bees go crazy building their own hive once you buy a set of bees. Okay, so that's that. You can do this at the beginning after your paper things or after the next part of this unit. This center, which is tasting honey. Excuse Tay. Okay, so tasting honey. The biggest important thing is be neat. Be neat, please. Use baby wipes, hand washing, etc. It's for this part of the center. We have several different kinds of honey to taste, and we have craft sticks. So the craft sticks are for each student. They can have a dip of honey on one end, taste it, sample it, look at it, smell it, then use the other end of the stick, then throw it away. No double dipping, please. And I want you to notice we have different flavors. Here's clover honey made from Colorado. This was ambrosia. Well, it's from the western slope. This one's alfalfa honey. So these two might taste slightly different if the kids have a very acute sense of taste. This one's wildflower. And then we have two acai honeys, one from Italy and one from the Himalayas. So we're trying to show that it's a global thing to keep bees and to make honey. And then this is spun honey, so it's whipped, and it will be a little bit whiter and definitely thick, almost like butter or something like that. So again, you can have all the kids taste honey as long as there are no allergies. Be sure there's no allergies. And we have a dry erase board in here for if you want to maybe have them brainstorm what they taste. Is it bitter? Just write down the words. And if you wanted to, you could make a graph of who likes number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 5 kids like that or whatever. And you can make a graph and see which one's the most popular. Oh, maybe I should make a bee.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. There's a bee. Here's a stinger. Oh, there's an eye. All right. Hey, we're a little silly with Elf. We're happy it's the end of Elf for this year. So that's really it. Center 3. The main objective of Center 3 is to definitely learn the basics of beekeeping and to note the differences in honey, that different bees maybe specialize or they're near a clover field, so they have a lot of clover flavor, or they're near a different kind of wildflower. So there will be different flavors of honey, but these are naturally producing flavors because of the types of flowers the bees are attacking. That's all, I think. So if you have any questions, please email us at mitchellelf@gmail.com.